On the outskirts of Lisbon, under aqueduct arches, the neighbourhood of Serafina is bracing itself for a papal visit. Its quiet streets, overlooked by the local church and a community centre, conceal its difficult past. For decades, this was a neighbourhood afflicted by crime and drug trafficking. Where the state failed to provide services, the church stepped in, giving a helping hand to those who lived here. In the lead-up to the Pope's visit, local authorities set about cleaning the neighbourhood. But those who live here have little faith that it will stay this way.
They never bothered cleaning up here before. They felt they didn't have to. But because of the papal visit, it's suddenly all neat. Why now? It's really cynical.
While police report less crime in the Serafina neighbourhood these days, poverty is still very much prevalent. While many here are hoping that the Pope's visit will bring attention to these issues, others think that it's no cure for the deeply entrenched social problems that persist. Other lower-income areas in Lisbon have been struggling with the rising cost of living. Hosting the papal visit has run into tens of millions of dollars. With 1 million extra people expected in the city, those who rely on social services are finding it more difficult to access the help they need. Living on the streets, those most in need have found themselves being cleared out of areas without support. 27-year-old Shayla, who didn't want to be identified, has been living on the streets for a year. She placed her 2 young children in state care for their own safety. While she works every day, she is unable to make enough money to afford rent, the cost of which has spiraled. She says the authorities are failing lower-income families like hers, yet have managed to fund this papal visit.
We're human beings, not animals. We're on the streets because of life circumstances, not because we're drug addicts. All of us here have jobs. With all the money that's being spent on the Pope's visit, they could have helped those of us living on the streets.
The reality of society's most vulnerable, with nowhere to turn to, struggling to find hope. Sonia Gallego, Jazeera, Lisbon.